You got to know when to hold 'em, know when to fold 'em, know when to walk away, know when to run. You never count your money. When you're sitting at the table, there'll be time enough for counting when the dealing's done. If you recognize those words, which most Americans would, it's the words that are in the Gambler. The Gambler was performed successfully by Kenny Rogers, but it was written by Don Schlitz. Don Schlitz was 23 years old when he wrote that song. He was one of the greatest songwriters of our time. He passed away last Thursday night in Nashville, Tennessee at the age of 73. He was a member of the Country Music Hall of Fame, the Songwriters Hall of Fame, the Nashville Songwriters Hall of Fame, and he won 2 Grammy Awards. He had 3 CMA Song of the Year awards and was ASCAP's Country Songwriter of the Year 4 consecutive years. What a career he had. Among his 25 hits that hit number 1 were, of course, The Gambler by Kenny Rogers, Forever and Ever Amen by Randy Travis, When You Say Nothing at All, Keith Whitley made a hit out of it, and so did Alison Krauss, 40-Hour Week by Alabama, One Promise Too Late by Reba, He Thinks He'll Keep Her by Mary Chapin Carpenter, who co-wrote the song with Don, Strong Enough to Bend by Tanya Tucker, and On the Other Hand by Randy Travis. He had his first major hit with The Gambler in '78. He was 23 and he'd come to Nashville after going to Duke for a while. He wanted to be a songwriter and he came to Nashville with $80 in his pocket. That was the first song he wrote that ever got recorded. Bobby Bare did it first, didn't sell enough or well, and then finally Kenny Rogers got it, and it's become one of the greatest songs we know in history. That song would win him both the Song of the Year at the CMA Awards and the Country Song of the Year at the Grammys. He was also a friend of mine. He was a wonderful human being with a big heart. He used to call me his congressman, even though he lived in Nashville and I was in Memphis. I was honored by that appellation, and I'll take it for the rest of my life as a great honor. He served at the Room at the Inn, helping people who were homeless. He just had a big heart. He leaves his wife, Stacy, who's a sweetheart, a son and a daughter, Corey, Pete the son, and a brother and a sister. He leaves behind a great legacy and a great history of country music and songs that move the spirit. God bless you, my friend Don Schlitz. I yield back the balance of my time.